So they took it around the world. But they were seeking knowledge. They did not destroy the libraries. They did not destroy the knowledgeable people. They brought them into the ummah. And so we gained knowledge at an unprecedented rate. A rate that was not known by other societies in any point in history. In 100 years, Muslims reached deep into China, on the western side to the Atlantic Ocean, in the northern side to the high Russian steppes, in the south deep to the Swahili coast off of East Africa. 100 years. No ideology, no leader, no system has ever done anything like this. But one of the unique things about Muslims at that time is that they had open minds. They had open minds. And one of the Khalifas in the Abbasid period even developed what is called Bayt al-Hikmah. He even invited scholars to come in. Invited Hindus, Buddhists, Christians, bring your proofs. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? So knowledge was coming into the ummah at a rapid rate. Muslims were developing rapidly in Spain and Portugal, known as Al-Andalus. It reached a very high level. Muslims were tolerant at that time in dealing with other people. They took in the scholars from the Jews and the Christians. They were not forced to accept Islam. So the Jewish people in Al-Andalus had their high point in Jewish literature. It's considered the golden age of Jewish literature. The Christians, they sat at the feet of Muslim scholars. And by the year 1000, the city of Cordoba, in Al-Andalus, it was the largest city on earth. This is interesting. In the year 2000, you remember millennium, right? In the millennium, they're all looking for the millennium bug. And some change that's going to come about, some confusion. I think it was Newsweek magazine did a survey. What were the largest cities in the year 1000? And I was surprised to see that 6 of the 10 largest cities on earth were Muslim cities. The largest city was Cordoba. Over 1 million people living in Cordoba. They had 200,000 houses. They had 600 masjids, 900 public baths. They had hospitals, universities, schools, unions for their workers. Trades were being encouraged. One of the great leaders in Cordoba itself, who founded Cordoba, Abdurrahman ibn Muawiyah, Saqar al-Quraysh, Abdurrahman al-Dakhil, rahimahullah, he gave education for all the children in Cordoba. Christian, Jewish, Muslim, all the children would get reading, writing, and arithmetic. Those who wanted to study the Quran and Hadith, they could study also the Quran and Hadith. But everybody would be literate. And so by doing this, they developed an amazing society. And the achievements that Muslims made during that time, I mean, the city of Cordoba, it had lighted streets and running water. It's amazing because it took London and Paris 700 years to reach the same point. This is unbelievable, man. 700 years it took them to reach the point that Cordoba was. This is where the European scholars went. They sat at the foot of our scholars. They learned the basis of the scientific method. They learned the concept of zero, sifr, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, our numeral system, algebra, geometry, trigonometry, calculus. They sat at the feet of our scholars and learned about modern medicine, surgery, pharmacology, the basis of just about everything that we have. I was surprised to even find that a scholar by the name of Al-Kashani, he had a rudimentary computer in the 15th century. Even the basis of the computer technology, Muslims had developed it at that time. Even flying, we had a person who was actually flying. So that the roots of the society came directly out of the work being done by Muslims. This does not mean we discovered everything. No. The beauty of it was that we were able to take the achievements of the people who came from the past with a Tawheedic understanding, bring them together. Tawheed, wahada yuwahidu, not only the concept of God, we united knowledge, sacred and secular. We united people, all different colors, all different races, language, unity. And so, some of the achievements are astounding. From them you find some of the sciences that were